So this video is going to cover 10 tips before you file or when you file a home insurance claim. Hopefully this video can help you out, give you some pointers and tips before you do file that home insurance claim, and even at the beginning stages when you do file it, what you need to do, should expect, and how to proceed. So my name is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in the state of Florida. So number one, I always recommend people to review your declaration page and then also your forms of and endorsements. I'm going to leave 2 videos that I recently did in the description that talks about the declaration page and why it's so important, and also the forms and endorsements. This is where a lot of times insurance companies can hide certain language, either about things that you think you have but you don't have as far as coverage, and or limitations in your policy. So I'm going to put a link to both of these videos into the description for you guys. So number 2, you don't need to file a claim right away. Now, you can't wait months and months and months, but if you wait a few days, wait a week or 2, that's not a big issue, because you really need to figure everything out. Do you need, if it's a water leak, do you need water mitigation? I would assess how bad the damage is first. And you definitely don't want to file a claim if it's under $5,000. Kind of the gray area is 5 to 10. Anything over 10,000, yes, you file the claim. Okay? 5 to 10,000 gray area, it depends on your financial situation. I'm still not a big fan of that, but if you're in a situation where, let's just say your bathroom needs to be repaired, you had a water leak, it's $8,000, you have a $1,000 deductible, and you don't have the $7,000 to pay for the damages, then you file it. There's a lot of things that in the future for insurance, why that I'm not a big fan of filing for anything under 10,000, but I understand in certain situations where you, the homeowner, might have to. Okay, be specific on what happened. If you don't know, find out before you call. So it doesn't matter what type of claim, but as soon as you say, I don't really know what happened, I don't know how the leak happened, I don't know how my roof started leaking, I don't know how the fire started. As soon as you say that, you're opening a door. And there's a 95% plus chance that your claim is going to get denied. So know what happened before you call the claim. And if it's a water leak, get a plumber, have a plumber tell you, then file the claim. So I know there's a lot of people who like to do it themselves. We'll file a claim. Insurance company will take care of us. So I only recommend, and of course, recommendations don't really matter because you are in control of whatever you want to do. But I usually recommend that if the damages are under 10,000, feel free. Probably I would say even under 15,000. Go ahead, file the claim yourself, because it's going to be difficult to get a public adjuster or anybody else like an attorney to handle that type of claim with a minimal amount of damages. Over 20,000 is when I would look to probably get somebody to help you in the claim, because the larger the dollar amount, the more the insurance company is going to fight you and set you up for all kinds of bad things. So when you file the claim and you're talking with the insurance company and the people that take your claim, keep everything brief. Don't try to guess. When they ask you, okay, well, where are the damages? It's okay to give a few details and then say you're not sure to the full extent of the damages because it just happened. That's perfectly okay, because you're not going to know. You might have flooring that's damaged or other walls or baseboards. Don't ramble. Don't ramble. Don't give. And you think that you might be giving them information that's helpful to your claim when you actually could probably be hurting your own claim. I see a lot of this with water damage. Um, Roof claims too. People try to guess as to a date when a storm may have happened. It's not good. Be brief. Don't ramble. Know your dates before filing the claim. This is a big one. I see a lot of people screw this up. If you're claiming roof damages, you need to know the exact date that the storm took place. And it just can't be, so many people make the mistake of saying, oh, well, we had bad rain on this date, so I know it was this date. Rain's not covered, people. The roof has to be damaged by wind first. You've got 3 perils that your roof can only be damaged by. Okay? Wind, hail, and heaven forbid, a fire, right? Not rain. Don't use the R word. It's not covered. So, water damage, gotta be careful on using when you first notice the water damage. Especially if you have mold, if you have wood rot. That's going to be an automatic sign to the insurance company that this damage has been there for a while. Just because you didn't know about it, listen up, people. Because you didn't see it or you didn't know about it doesn't mean that the claim's going to get covered. Especially if it looks old. And listen, we all know what stuff that has been damaged by water looks like if it's been there for a while. So these dates are important. As I talked about, there's mold. The insurance company is going to deem all that a long-term leak. Wood rot, right? Mold. Other type of situations that makes it appear that the leak was there for a while. Could be baseboards that have long-term wood damage, cabinets, things of that nature. All right. So the dates are important. Communication. It's a big one for me. I prefer and I highly recommend that your communication be done by emails only. See, insurance adjusters, they're taught to be careful on what they put in writing, so you should too. I hear too many things. I just heard one the other day. A client calls me, asked me, I forgot where she was, but she was talking about water mitigation. She had a water leak, and the insurance company gave her the green light. I said, what's the green light? She's like, well, they gave me the green light for the water mitigation. I said, well, do you know if they deny your claim, you're not going to get paid? But they gave me the green light. I said, I have no idea what the green light is. So I'm not being difficult. Do you have something in writing saying that they're paying for the water mitigation? No, but they gave me the green light. Verbal communication is nothing, people. That and $1 and you have $1. Email. Email, documentation, or it never happened. Now, it's not uncommon when you first file a claim, you might get a call from the desk adjuster that same very day, maybe the next day, and it could catch you off guard. So your first communication should be brief. You can say if you're in the middle of something, hey, I'm in the middle of something, can I call you back? Right? Because if you don't know what happened, just say you have a roofer, plumber, a contractor coming to diagnose specifically what the issue is. Say you have an idea, but you don't want to guess. And you're not lying about that, right? Because you need to know what happens before. And this is for the people that jumped ahead and jumped the gun and called the claim in before really knowing what happened. A lot of people do that. That's why I'm bringing up this right now. And then finally, at some point, ask for an email address if you're on the phone. And And if not, you could always call in and get the email address. That's not a problem. They all have an email address. Some of them might just be a generic, like claims@statefarm.com. State Farm has something different, but I'm just using that as an example. Not everybody will have mkeeler@allstateinsurance.com. Some of them just have simple generic, and then you have to put the claim number in the subject line, and then that email goes by the claim number in the subject line and transfers to the adjuster. So number 9 really doesn't have anything to do when you're in the process of filing a claim, but once the claim's been filed, you talk to the adjuster. The first thing that's going to happen is the field adjuster's coming out. So when you deal with this person, right, same thing, keep the conversations to a bare minimum. You can go to another room, let him do whatever he's got to do. And just remember, they're not independent. It may say, oh, an independent adjuster is going to come, or a field adjuster. That's normally the lingo, is field adjuster. And then the person inside is the desk adjuster. But remember, they only work for an insurance company. They may work for a plethora of insurance companies, not just one, but they all work for the insurance company. Their loyalty is to the insurance company, not you. I don't care how nice they are. I don't care if they're from Texas. I don't care if they're from Alabama. I don't care if they're from heaven. They work for the insurance company. That's all you need to know. And then one final note, number 10, when you're going to file your claim, or if you filed your claim right at the beginning, and this probably is better before you file a claim, but make sure you have your contractor's support in vying for you on what exactly happened, right? So if it's roof damage from when, you want to have your roofer do an affidavit if they'll do so, or put it into their estimate of what it's going to cost to replace or repair your roof, that the roof was damaged due to a storm on this date due to wind. Okay, remember, wind. Can't be rain. No R word, right? Water damage, dealing with a plumber, have plumber put on his invoice. Repaired the pipe or water line that suddenly broke. It's verbiage like that. Plumber should keep things very simple in his invoice. The plumber should. That guy. Have him keep it very brief. Replace pipe under kitchen sink, on a bathroom sink that suddenly broke. That's all. So let's wrap this up. I always have a lot more to say, but time is of the essence, and I know people's attention span tends to be a little bit short. So listen, there's no rush in filing the claim. You don't want to rush to file a claim. You want to make sure all your ducks in a row and you know what happened in your claim before you file the claim. Be brief with your conversations, and all insurance people, no matter who they are, whether it's the adjuster, whether it's an engineer, whether it's a water mitigation company that the insurance company sends out, which I don't recommend. Never, ever, ever use a contractor from the insurance company. Never, ever, ever. Keep communications to emails, my preferred and my recommended way of communications. Thanks again for watching this video. My name is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in the state of Florida. Here's my contact information if you have any questions or need help with a claim.